Evening, ladies and gentlemen. Hope this message finds you well. This is an update regards with transformer service that was carried out in the month of April. Uh, I'm going to take you through the brief process of what it is, and what we have done, and what is the way forward. Transformer is a static device that helps us to convert from HT to LT. HT is high tension and LT is low tension. The power that comes from Bescom to our society is at 11 kVA, wherein this transformer converts it into 440 volts so that it's suitable for domestic usage. Now, a transformer life cycle uh, can vary, depends on the periodic maintenance that's taken up. If well maintained within the time frame, if it's maintained and all the major checkpoints that we have for transformers, if it's taken care, then it can last anywhere between 20 to 50 years. And the last service that we took up for our transformers was in the month of Jan 2023. And post that, once the new MC moved into the office, we immediately, the first thing they took up was transformer service. So how did we analyze what has to be done? In total, we have 11 transformers. Each of them are 500 kilowatt. Five of them are located in phase one, where the entry ramp is there. Two of them are located in phase two, behind N Tower. And four of them are located on phase three, near the cricket ground. So these are the transformers that we have. So we asked Paradigm Facility Management to do a base audit, and on the in the month of April, the 12th, they had conducted an audit, and they gave an audit report, which we will be publishing post this particular video. The audit report was very generic. It's not specifically for Godrej, because our setup is different than any other transformer event that Paradigm deals with. However, so whatever was specific for us, we took those points and then we built a BOQ and we published it to different vendors that were recommended by Paradigm, vendors that we had some sort of relationship with, and vendors any association members were referred to. And once we received the quotations with the BOQ that we had prepared based on the audit report, we looked at three things. One is relationship with the vendor, reliability with the vendor, and the cost. These are the three factors that we considered before making a decision, uh, post which we chose one vendor, and the vendor carried out the transformer services. So if you look at this report on your screen, we have HDR1, HDR2, and HDR3. So each of these yards, they had come up with multiple points, out of which, for example, HDR1, which is transformer 1 to 5, had 15 critical points and major were 9. Similarly, if we look at HDR yard 2, which is phase 2, we had 8 critical and 7 major. And in HDR 3, we had 16 critical and 6 major. So based on this, the transformer service were conducted. And during the services, uh, there are some core services that has to be taken up during transformer service, which includes oil filtration, breakdown voltage test, earth resistance, oil leakage, silica gel, ELR testing, and meter calibration. If you look here, the dates are mentioned here. The first service, the last service that was taken up was 9th of Jan 2023. And then the current service, recent one, which we concluded, was on the 18th of April. So oil filtration was done, and a total of 792 liters of top-up oil, apart from the filtering part, was used to ensure that our transformers are functioning at an optimal level. Now, coming to the breakdown voltage test, it's a simple method how we judge this. We take a equipment, we take this particular oil, put that oil in that particular equipment, and we flush it with electricity in kilowatts. So, at what point the flash comes is how we determine if our breakdown voltage test is okay or not okay. So, uh, before we service the transformers, this is the list that shows. Uh, the usual census is minimum should be 30 kilowatt for the flash point. So it should flash. The moment it touches a certain amount of kilowatt, it should flash. The oil should flash. And that particular one is 30 kilowatts. So when we did it, transformer 1 was at 30 kilowatts. However, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11 were not within the range. So post the service, now the flash point is at 80 kilowatt, which is the industry standard. So this part is taken care, oil filtration is taken care. The third point is earth resistance, which is measured in ohms, and it should be less than 5. So each of these transformer has a specific number, which will be published in the report, and you'll be able to see the exact number. However, all of them post this were within the range. Similarly, initially when we did the audit, there were oil leakages. We found about 4 to 6 oil leakages, and later on, while oil filtration, we found even more oil leakages. So we have arrested all the 11 transformers oil leakages. Coming to silica gel, we've replaced the silica gel of all the transformers, 11 transformers, amongst which one of them has changed color post audit. I'll get back to you on that part. And then ELR testing, which is earth related testing, that is looking all right, and all of them are fine. Now coming to meter calibrations, transformer 2, 5, 6, 7, 9, and 10 are functioning properly. So that means it is tripping the moment there is some kind of anomaly. However, transformer 1, 3, 4, 8, and 11 are not tripping immediately. We need to make multiple attempts for it to trip. So that's something that we want to look into it. And a different vendor is required who will test and replace the control system that is required. Now, what does this do? Generally, this trips whenever there is any kind of anomaly. Similarly, are we safe yet? Yes, we are safe because we still have LD panels from where your meters run. And there also you have a similar kind of a trip system, wherein in case if there is a surge, it's supposed to trip. Uh, However, we haven't tested all of those things, so that will come in the next phase. The reason why we haven't tested is uh, if we want to test that, it takes a panel about 8 hours. So that means for the 8 hours, a flat will not have neither BESCOM power, neither DG power. It will be complete blackout. So we are discussing this with the MC member to see how we can carry forward this particular part. So this is the report on post service. These are the results, and we will publish those results very shortly. And once the service was carried forward, Paradigm again came back to the site to check if all the the audit points are closed or not. And amongst 18 audit points that we have an anomaly with 2 of those. One is transformer yard 1, 2, 3, and 5. Oil level is still not at the top, but it's okay. It's a little low. So that's something that internal team will take care of it. It needs about 5 to 6 liters of oil in each of these that can be topped up from internal team. And the second anomaly which we found was in transformer yard 1, one of the body earth strip was disconnected. So that's something that we will fix it internally. And apart from this, the majority of these are cosmetics like cleanliness of HDR and certain signage boards. So this is the end of report, and thank you for your time. In the next video, we will talk about DGs. If you have any questions, you can write it up to geoac.communityaffairs@gmail.com. I repeat, geoac.communityaffairs@gmail.com, or you can message me and I'll be more than happy to respond to you. Thank you for your time and have a good one.